Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. Global News reports that Elections Alberta has issued a warning regarding potential unauthorized access to the province's electors list. This list contains extremely sensitive data, including names, addresses, and phone numbers of voters. The agency believes the data was likely released to an outside party by an individual or group legitimately entitled to receive it, rather than through a direct breach of their databases or systems. Elections Alberta is taking this matter seriously, emphasizing the critical need for Albertans to be aware. The agency is actively investigating to determine if this unauthorized access occurred and to protect and recover the information. Under Alberta's Election Act, recipients of the list are legally obligated to protect the data and report any loss or unauthorized use immediately, with penalties for non-compliance including fines up to $10,000 or up to 1 year imprisonment. The Office of the Information and Privacy Commissioner of Alberta has also been notified. Unilever, the London-listed maker of popular brands like Dove soap and Axe deodorant, announced on Thursday its intention to implement small, frequent price increases. This decision comes as the company faces higher-than-expected costs attributed to the ongoing war involving Iran, as reported by CBC. These price adjustments, primarily affecting crude oil-exposed home care products, will mainly take effect in the second half of the year. Finance Chief Srinivas Phatak stated that the biggest increases would be seen in parts of Asia, Africa, and Latin America, where inflation is most pronounced, rather than in North America. Despite these challenging cost environments driven by surging commodity prices and supply chain disruptions, Unilever reported first quarter underlying sales growth that surpassed analysts' forecasts. The company aims to manage costs while driving sales volumes, particularly in its beauty and home business, marking a shift back to volume-led growth. The Canadian federal government has proposed new powers to allow police officers to search and seize mail, a measure aimed at closing a legal loophole currently exploited by drug traffickers. Public Safety Minister Gary Andasangri emphasized that this authority would be limited strictly to police, not extended to Canada Post staff, and would still require a warrant. The proposal addresses a gap where packages weighing less than 500 grams can bypass scrutiny, a vulnerability particularly exploited for sending drugs like fentanyl to remote fly-in communities, such as those in Nunavut. This measure was included in the recent spring economic update, drawing questions from opposition MPs, including the Bloc Québécois and NDP leader Avi Lewis, who wondered about its placement in the fiscal document. Ananda Sangri defended its inclusion, stating it aligns with the economic statement's broader themes of enhancing community safety. This report is from the Kati. Sifty 90 pair. Prime Minister Mark Carney announced Thursday that former Cabinet Minister Jonathan Wilkinson will be Canada's next ambassador to the European Union. Wilkinson previously held senior cabinet portfolios as Environment Minister and Natural Resources Minister under former Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, but was not included in Carney's post-election cabinet. Carney praised Wilkinson's vast experience as a minister, entrepreneur, and businessperson, and expressed confidence that he would help create greater security, prosperity, and sustainability across the Atlantic. Wilkinson's appointment has been long rumored, filling a vacancy for Canada's EU ambassador since last fall. He is set to take up his new role this summer. Wilkinson stated that this is a very emotional moment for him and his family, as it involves stepping down as an MP, but he accepted the posting due to his deep commitment to Canada amid new global challenges. His departure will slightly reduce Carney's thin majority government by 1 seat, though the Liberals will still maintain control of the House. This report is from Radio Canada International. The Supreme Court of Canada has agreed to hear a sentence appeal from Jeffrey Wood, the man responsible for stealing the iconic roaring lion portrait of Winston Churchill. The Canadian press reports that Wood orchestrated the theft in January 2022 from Ottawa's Chateau Laurier, replacing the original Yusuf Karsh photograph with a replica before selling the genuine article through a London auction house. The valuable print was eventually recovered with assistance from authorities in the United Kingdom and Italy and has since been returned to public display. Wood had previously pleaded guilty to the theft and was sentenced in May 2025 to 2 years less a day in jail. His initial sentence appeal was dismissed by the Ontario Court of Appeal in a 2-1 ruling. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.